I'm vanilla, baby. I'll choke you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby.
Welcome to the NJ Court Show, baby.
Whips and chains and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A, Rico like Suave, Young Enrique, speaking of AKA. She's an alpha, but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy, hold on.
Welcome to the NJ Courts.
A lot about your boy going dumb, and it's something idiotic about your boy. She wearing cheetah print, that's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy.
Let's go!
I'm vanilla, baby.
Sorry, I should have done a trigger warning, baby.
She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can
Please don't copyright me. Please don't copyright me.
Young M-I-S-S-I-O-N-A-R-Y. He's sharp like barbed wire. She stole my heart, then she got archived. I keep it short with a bitch, Lord Farquaad. All the girls,
Hey, can you guys hear the music?
all the girls in the barricade.
Let me get number ones in the chat. If you can hear the music in me, all right.
If you came with a man, let go of his hand. Everybody in the suite kicking up their feet. Stand up, bitch, dance. And all the guys in the back waiting on the next.
Thank you, Roofer.
Cut your boy a little slack. It's Young Jack. I'm vanilla, baby. I'll choke you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby.
Let's go, chat.
I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can
We're headed to Georgia. Oh, we headed to Georgia. Roofer. Yeah, well, you know what? I like the beat to it. That's what I like, Roofer. Not a fan of who is this anyways? Jack Harlow. Who the hell is that? All right, end of the song. Uh-oh, how about this, Roofer? You like Suicide Boys? Here we go.
You did good, son.
All right. I don't think you like that. Here we go. Welcome to the NJ Courts television show. All right, I was just messing with this intro. All right, hold on. Let me remove this. Mic check. Welcome to kind of a late night, especially for my friends on the East Coast. A late night / night for us on the West Coast version of the NJ Courts TV show. Still got that music in my head. Okay, I'll stop. Just kidding. Welcome to the show. I'm just kidding. Anyways, guys, welcome to the NJ Courts TV show. Sorry, I'm trying not to yell because I'm trying to learn to speak on this mic. So thank you for being patient. We are on the sound effects board today. As you can probably tell, I'm going to give you a trigger warning right now. Oh, yeah. Your favorite. As a matter of fact, check this out. Look at this. I just classic rock type of guy, Roofer. Let's do a classic rock type of jam really quick. Let's get some chat. Let's get everybody some time to get in. I know that notification's kind of coming out. Let's see. You know what? I think this would be a nice one for a nice little Sunday night. Let's see. Oh, no. I need some pumps. That's going to put me to sleep. That's a good jam, but hold on. Here we go. Oh, this is the karaoke version even, so you get to hear my beautiful voice. Is this what you were thinking of, Roofer? Minus my voice? Let's get that music up louder. I'll turn me down a bit. Whoa. No, this ain't no karaoke night tonight. What up, Black Widow channel? What up, Sunshinery? What up, Cat Crazy? What up, Curvaceous XOXO? What up, Roofer? Your favorite. All right, Roofer, I promise no more of those. No more DJ horns. But at least can I do a little bit of the... Oh, we're going to have a little fun tonight at least. Nothing too serious tonight. Let's give everybody some time to come to the NJ Courts TV show. 'Cause if you don't, then fuck you, you're too old. And go back to bed. Yes, I know it's kinda late, but you are kind of on an date with the man, the myth, and the legend, NJ Courts. I didn't know what else to rhyme with that. He's like a kid in the toy section, pushing all those plush toys. Should I try to sing with the chat comments, please? Sunshinery X09, hey Black Widow channel. Father Ruff's in the house. Oh, Sunshine, you're gonna kill me with this one. Hey Risa, Mary T, and Super Roofer, Cat Crazy, the Black Widow channel, hippie music, rolling John here. I could even do like a little voiceover. Check it out. Once I want to shut the music, I can.
How about this? Oh wait, no, let's do that. That was the wrong one. Hold on.
Nothing else matters. And you say what you can. Hold on, here's the real words. Never cared for what they know, but I know. Alright, I think we had enough time to let people come in. Let's get this show started. Enough of the fun. Sorry, it's my second day on the effects board, so you know how I am. Alright, like a kid in a candy store, baby. Here we go.
Here we go, here we go. Let's get this show started, yo. So I don't get copyrighted strike for the music, probably will, but it's okay, because today is just gonna be one about MGL. So who cares? Because the big day is on Wednesday, and that's when everybody gets a shit. But between, oh shit, oh sorry, I guess the whiteboard didn't like my singing. Hold on, let me just fix that really quick. Oh man, and now we're in February now, dude. I am slacking on that. We're not going to do it tonight because I am going to just do a quick little refresher on MGL, on the case that's coming up this Wednesday. I came on to let you guys know I am going to be headed first thing tomorrow morning. I am headed. The road to Georgia begins. All right. 2 days of driving, pretty much all day driving for 2 days, 48 hours. And we will be arriving in Hamilton, Georgia, where on Wednesday morning, I, NJ Courts, your host, will bring you as much live coverage as I am possibly allowed to on the MGL Michelle Sabate DUI hearing, which is going to be most likely in arraignment because it is her first hearing regarding this case. So tonight, I've got a few little incident reports that we're going to go over. This is going to be specifically on her case. I know she's got a lot of stuff going on with the divorce case. I am aware she's got a lot of stuff in her past as far as criminal history. As a matter of fact, I believe this is her second DUI in the state of Georgia that she's facing. She's already been convicted of one DUI in Georgia. And total in the whole United States, I believe this would make 4 she has, possibly facing 5 if she is convicted of this charge. If I'm wrong, please correct me in chat. So, not MGL or Michelle's first rodeo, and sad to say because DUI, especially for me, is no joke. As many of you know, my dad is, well, not anymore, but was a former judge. He was a municipal judge. When you're a municipal judge, you deal with DUI cases. He was very strict on that shit, as he was with me. Don't take that shit very lightly. And it's something that in a lot of cases will lead to deaths. And in a lot of those cases, it's never the person that's drunk and behind the wheel, unfortunately. It always seems, unfortunately, to be the victims that get hurt or killed. Um, uh, in this case, I believe that we're going to read the report together, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe luckily and gladly, there was no victims of this DUI. This was just going to be a matter of her being pulled over. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was for her headlights being not on when it was, obviously dusk or getting dark. Obviously, dark enough to where the police pulled her over for not having headlights. And then from there, it turned into a DUI. I believe there was also a charge for an open container. So we're going to look at those together. Sorry, I'm whispering. I'm just kind of learning the mic. We're going to read the police incident report together. Again, I wanted to come on and say, hello, good night. Let everybody know I am headed to Georgia. I want to say a huge thank you to everybody that supported this fundraiser for this road trip. As a matter of fact, that segues into a big thank you. Before the show got started, we received a donation. As a matter of fact, Mary T in the house. Please, everybody, join me thanking Mary T with, you know what? Spam them if you got them, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see them gavels, please, in chat. But Mary T, I want to say a huge thank you for that $20 Cash App donation. That is for the road trip, and that will definitely go towards some gas, and I appreciate your support, Mary T. As a matter of fact, I think I've got the gavel. I just got to be careful I don't smash my effect board. So, Mary T, this gavel slam goes out to you. Spam them if you got them, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, whoopsie. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me fix my whiteboard. See, I'm forgetting to do stuff. Ow. Almost sat down on one of these bad boys. That would have been a definitely no-go. That'd have been a smash cake for sure. Oh, check this out. Just in case, for example, we ever have a technical difficulty where the gavel just goes missing and I don't have it. Like, for example, gavel disappears. No problemo, because guess what? Remember, I got a little, well, they gave me one. Okay, at least I would have asked for more. I'm still giving them a 5 out of 5. I think the sound effect board so far is badass. But they do give me one custom button that I can customize. You guys ready? Here we go. Oh, man. Oh, wait. Oh, that was one. I didn't know it recorded that one. I actually broke the gavel on that one. But yeah, you can actually record a sound effect. So I recorded a gavel slam. So here we go. So in case I ever have to say a big thank you and I just don't have my gavel, I could just do this. Oh, man. All right, enough of those. All right, one more. Sorry. Okay. What up, everybody? Welcome to the NJ Courts TV show, the night before the road trip. Oh, yes. Hashtag road to Georgia, as many of you can see in the thumbnail. All right, so let's get going with a little refresher. Like I said, I got to get packing. I'm almost embarrassed. Let me show you. My freaking living room's a mess here, but it's all right. I'm packing. Hold on, I want to make sure. Don't make fun of me if you see my striped underwear, okay? Oh, and Gold Girl. I don't know if Gold Girl's in chat, but that just reminded me. I gotta y'all in chat remind me before the chat ends. I need to pack that cup and underwear that Gold Girl was so kind to send to me, just in case. All right. And if you know the inside joke. All right. I guess. Well, I'll tell you what it was. Apparently Michelle had made a threat that a whiles back that if she saw me at her court case, she was going to kick me in the whats. So Gold Girl Rodriguez was so kind enough to look out for the boys down under and sent me over a sports underwear with cup set, extra large. You know what I mean? Size. So thank you, Gold Girl. I appreciate that. All right. So Let's get started with the little refresher course. Like I said, I'm not going to go too deep into this. We got a couple of nights to do that. Every night that I am parked, sitting down, doing nothing, having a nice stay at Hotel El Caro. If you don't speak Spanish, that means Hotel the Car. We'll do a little live stream, assuming I got data, which I should. Hopefully some Wi-Fi if we're at a little Love's truck stop. But if we're not, no worries. I got the hotspot on the phone, and we'll definitely do some live streaming. If I have a chance, I'll do some IRL streaming for you. Most likely that'll be on the way back, just because we got to get there. So once I get there, we get this court coverage done. On the way back home, we can have some fun. Maybe stop in New Orleans. I think that's on my way there on the way back. I think it's almost Mardi Gras, isn't it? Not promising anything, but, we'll have some fun. But we are there first off for business, which is going to be on Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning will be the arraignment for Michelle Sabate, a.k.a. MGL, as she's known on the tubes or on the internet. I don't think she's on the tubes anymore because she was banned permanently by YouTube. Just FYI, in case you didn't know that. All right, so let's just start right off with the incident report, shall we? This will give us a good idea as what happened the day, the night, the morning of whatever it is when Michelle was pulled over. I guess we'll learn here pretty soon what time it was. This is going to give us some information as far as what charges she's facing. And we'll jump over from that onto the docket info so I can show you exactly the charges. You'll have the case number in case you want to write any of this down. This is all public information. You can fact check this on me at any time. And then also that'll also show you, just to verify for those that don't believe me, that she does have a day of court coming up on Wednesday, which will be the 7th, okay, February 7th. I believe court time is in the morning, 9 or 9:30. We'll double check that here pretty soon. All right, so we got a question. Let's see here. NJ, do you take into account our DUIs in other states? Oh, do they? Is MGL going to be there? Like what happens on the first hearing on Wednesday? All right, great question, Daisy. So most likely it's going to be an arraignment. So what's going to happen is well, hold on, let me fix my mic first. All right, there we go. All right. Thank you guys for your patience there. So she should be there. It is an in-person arraignment. Let's see. So they will take into account DUIs that she has been charged with in her state. Okay. You would think, well, you would hope that they would take into account the other DUIs from her other, the other multiple states. And again, I don't know much info as far as what states those are from. I just was given the number count is all I have. They will take in consideration the one DUI that she does have in that state of Georgia, in the state of Georgia. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, we can take a look at here in a second what the possible sentence could be for somebody facing a second DUI in the state of Georgia. Now, what will happen on her day of arraignment? Most likely, and actually, let's just do this, because sometimes, it's generally the same in most states, but sometimes it can be different in different states. So let's just type in Georgia arraignment. But most likely, if it's just like any other state, it's going to be the day that she's going to show up. Most likely, they're going to have the prosecutor, the state there. You're going to have somebody representing the state. Most likely, the charges are going to be read to her. And most likely, they're going to give her the opportunity to enter a plea, which means she says, I'm guilty or not guilty. And then from there, they're going to schedule her next date. And that's where most likely they're going to ask to see if she's going to have a lawyer. She is not going to already show up with a lawyer in this arraignment. That's the most important thing, is the judge wants to make sure that, you're going to have a lawyer. You do have the right to represent yourself pro se, but most judges you'll find don't recommend that and would prefer not to have you do that. So that's most likely what's going to happen during her arraignment. The charges will be read. They'll ask to see what's the situation with her lawyer if she's not there with one. They may even ask to see if she's going to, let her know that there's a possibility, depending on her income level, that she could apply for a public defender if she needs one. And again, there's a good possibility that they're going to have her enter, whether she's going to plead guilty or not guilty. But let's just double check here. And just give me a second. If you guys are asking me anything else in chat, let me jump back over to that on my phone here. Because as I'm on another screen on the laptop, I can't see chat right now. So let's see here. My stream, cancel. There we go. You, me. There I am. Here we are. All right. Hey, shout out to 61 of you all in chat. I appreciate you all being here this evening. All right. So I got chat right in front of me. Oh, that's all right. Hey, shout out to 61 down my phone. Sorry, guys. I'm sure you guys could hear that. All right. Now you shouldn't hear anything except me. But let's see here. So Risa says I'm hearing Matt was also going to be there. I also heard that as well, Risa. So if they are, I'm hoping that I'll have the opportunity to ask some questions to some of the representatives of MAD there to see, as far as what they think of, as, with the situation going on, why they are there. And, if they want to talk a little bit about their organization, I'll definitely give them the opportunity to on this platform. But I can't confirm that. I've just heard the same thing as you have. Let's see. Don't waste your time on Sabate. She'll be too drunk to leave her couch to go to court. Well, I guess we'll see. I mean, that's kind of the thing with the news channel, Black. We're there just to provide, court news. I will say this. We've had some pretty good luck. We've only had one no-show, which was Ski Mask Andy for his very first arraignment, which the reason he didn't show up was he just pretty much, chickened out. I hate to use that word. And pretty much lied to the court and said that he came up with a sudden case of COVID, even though he had been streaming that morning and telling everybody he was headed to court. And when he really found out that I was going to be there, he decided to call in last minute to it. And that at that time he had a lawyer and had his lawyer call into the court and say that he had COVID. So we've only had one no-show. So that could be the possibility. That's always the risk you take when you take these trips down there. But we shall see. Hey, it is a public hearing, so anybody's welcome to go down there. I've heard, I guess, another creator by the name of Lucy. Again, I'm not familiar with a lot of these content creators because I don't hang out much in the drama community or follow a lot of the people there. But being that Michelle, I think, kind of hangs out or hails from that community, I believe there's going to be some creators from that community that are coming down. I believe I heard one by the name of Lucy will be down there. I heard the Mad people are going to be down there. If you guys in chat know anybody else, let me know. But yeah, we'll see. Again, things can happen. You know what I mean? So I know I remember when we had the ski mask protest, we had a lot of people that were going to come down for that. Unfortunately, some things happened and, some people didn't show up, which, hey, didn't matter because all it takes is just one person to hold a sign. So, and we got the point through that day. All right. So, yes, Taylor Love. That is correct. Thank you, Candy Kiss. Let's see. Dragcoinian, could you please tell us if you're going to control sentencing? Good question. So control sentencing is going to be on the 9th. I was looking at possibly heading up to New Jersey from Georgia, but that unfortunately is not going to work with my schedule. So I will be giving you guys an update on that, and I'll do you as close as I can to a live coverage with what we've kind of been doing in the past with her, which will be most likely a audio transcript of what happened that day. So if everything goes as planned, I should be able to give you an update that day as to what happened, what she was sent, what she received on her sentence. If she doesn't already give her own update. And then, of course, even if she does give her own update, we always fact check her with the audio transcript because, we have had in the past incidents with people say something and, the audio transcript or what actually happened in court is different. So we'll definitely, if I can get the audio transcript like I always have, we'll definitely take a listen to that day, and that should be our update for that sentencing. But me physically being in there, as much as I love to make that happen, unfortunately, it just won't work with the scheduling. All right. So I hope I answered some questions there for you. Again, I'm trying to get a little bit better at reading chat. I don't have my setup yet. I think when I get back from this trip is when we're going to go 100% into the full setup. A couple of weeks ago, we messed around with kind of the new stage setup with the camera angle, and I'm using now what is the app? New platform I'll be using. Well, I use it on the phone, but I'm going to be using it on the desktop now, which is Prism, the Prism app, which we had a lot of fun with. We played with a lot of the overlays and all that good stuff. So once we get back, we'll most likely go with the new layout on the Prism app on the desktop, and then of course you've already gotten an example of how the audio and all this is going to work with the new soundboard and the microphone. So slowly but surely we're getting there. So thank you guys for your patience. And then, like I said, I'll have something dedicated to a screen just with chat on there. So I should be getting better at, reading chat and answering questions. So thank you guys for your patience. Hey, thank you, Roofer. If you guys would like to support this trip still, it would be greatly appreciated. You can donate through a super chat. You can donate through a super sticker, and that's through the YouTube. You can do a Cash App. You can do Venmo. This channel even accepts PayPal and Bitcoin. All right. So I appreciate everybody's support. But if you'd like to continue to help, anything that we receive as far as donations from tonight through the rest through Wednesday is going to go through to this trip. So again, I appreciate everybody's support in the past and continuing going forth. Much appreciated. It's what continues this court coverage, and because of you is why this channel is still here. So thank you guys. I thought it was perfect timing for that. Actually, no. Here, I thank you guys. Hold on. All right, so let's get to the incident report. I'm sure a lot of you have probably seen this. So again, this is not any breaking news. This is just meant as a little refresher now that we're getting 2 days out from this case. So for many of you this may be brand new to you tonight. So, or you may have just kind of forgot a little bit of what's been going on. So this is just meant as a little refresher. Again, it's not breaking news. This report's already been out. I want to say a huge thank you to Taylor Love. I believe Taylor Love is who is responsible for getting a lot of this information. So thank you for that channel's due diligence and all their hard work they've put in towards, getting a lot of this public info out to everybody. So shout out to that channel. All right. So let me just get this incident report queued up. Just give me 1 minute. And for most of us, we should be able to read it together, but you should be able to see it just fine on the screen. But just in case, don't worry, we'll read it together. We'll just read the actual kind of just like the police summary, and we'll kind of briefly go over the incident report. I'm not going to read everything word for word because, like I said, most of us have already seen this. Let's see here. Okay, let me get that. I think I already got it queued up. So let's just share the screen. Oops, no, I got to get it pulled up again. Give me 1 second. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and unplug my phone really quick because I think it's given us. There we go. That's a lot better. All right, turn down this mic. Got a little feedback. There we go. How about that? There we go. All right, cool. Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm just kind of getting you to the soundboard. So bear with me on some of that. All right, that should be a lot better. There we go. All right, let me get this queued up here. Just 1 second. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what you have, actually, I might be able to make this a little bit bigger. Hold on. Can we? Oh, yes, we can. Hell yeah. There we go. All right. And actually, I could make this a little bit bigger too, I think. Oh, actually, but then I'm blocking it. All right, there we go. Again, if you're having trouble reading this on your phone, I suggest you go from the vertical mode like this. Turn your phone to horizontal mode and then hit the full screen button, and you should be able to see this just fine. All right, so what you have in front of you is the DPS incident report. All right, DPS stands for Department of Public Safety. This is from the state of Georgia, more specifically, La Grande, Georgia. Georgia. Sorry. All right, so let me start from the top. What you have here is just going to have your offense description, just has your kind of like your agency info. Looks like the date that this occurred was back in November 22nd. I think this actually happened kind of the week we had a lot of people end up getting some trouble that week. That was the week Ski Mask got arrested right before Thanksgiving. Michelle got arrested. Who else got it? Somebody else. We had a few people get arrested that week. Oh, Blogger, I think, got in some trouble that week, if I'm not mistaken. And I may be wrong, but anyways. But yeah, so this occurred on or around the date of 11/22/2023. It looks like around 22:14, which is your military time, which stands for 8:14 p.m. All right. Excuse me, hold on. I'm having a brain fart. That's wrong. That's very wrong. 22 is 10. Excuse me. 23 is 11. 24 is 12. I'm sorry about that. I was having a little bit of brain fart. So yeah, this was at 11:14 at night. All right. If I'm wrong, you let me know in chat. But it appears, see, because it says reported to agency date. Yeah, 10:14. That's what I said, right? Wait a minute. That's why I'm getting confused here, because they have 10. So yeah, it was on around between 10 or 11 at night. Okay, excuse me. I'm seeing they got it in military time and then they got it in standard time. So it's getting me confused because yeah, they're one saying 10:14, but the other one is actually 10:14. Yeah, that's correct. All right. Sorry, I was having a little brain fart. Excuse me. All right. So this was in the county of Harris, city of Hamilton, and that's where the court hearing is going to be at. All right, is going to be in Hamilton, Georgia. Location description says State Route 116 near milepost 8. All right. Let's see. Oh, somebody had some money or question. Oh yeah, absolutely. As a matter of fact, so Draconian, we've actually the money that was raised for her hearing, we can actually donate that to a shelter. As a matter of fact, a lot of that money, most likely the people that donated most of that, I speak to on Instagram. I can actually contact and see what they'd like personally done. I'm sure most of them are going to say just keep it and use it towards your next court case or whatever they want to do. But yeah, most likely we'll donate that to a rescue. That would be my preference. I know, like we did with our what was it? Our fundraiser right before the New Year's. We did a fundraiser, and although most of us wanted that money, that was our polar plunge to go to the dogs. We did have some of that go to a human. We say human, but it was the which nonprofit was again? It was the Children's Hospital. God, I always have a brain fart too on that one. Oh my gosh. what is it again? Help me in chat if you can. But it's the Children's Hospital. So although I would prefer a shelter, we'll definitely let chat decide. But most importantly, I'm going to let the people that donated the money decide. So like I said, it's actually at that time, I have it written down. I would probably say it's probably going to be between like a handful of big donators that donated most of that money, which I do speak to personally on Instagram. So I'll get with them and see what they would prefer what to do with that donation. But good question. Thank you, St. Jude. There we go. All right, let me see if there's any other questions. Also, I think most of those members would actually probably say, hey, use it towards another coverage, because remember, we've brought a lot of that coverage to you, and that takes time, and that also costs money. So we'll let them decide, but because we've had this happen before, and I've talked to those members before, I'm probably going to guess that's what they're going to say, but I'll talk to them. All right, what other questions do we have? Yeah, you're welcome. This lunatic's defense, Drama 69 says, this lunatic's defense is that she was driving a rental and the lights were on the opposite side than her normal vehicle. Now, here's my rebuttal to that, and I'm just playing devil's advocate. Again, I'm just reporting this as it goes. But I would say most vehicles, especially I would say rentals, because they're newer cars, they have the lights already set on what they call automatic lights, which means they have a sensor that's located in the front of the vehicle, usually on the dash. You'll see it looks like a little black bubble. Now, if you have that covered, that's a different story. But when it's not, it's able to sense when there's light and when there's not. And that's when it turns your lights on and when it turns your lights off for you. That way you don't have to worry about that. I would think that would have came on. Maybe it was off. Maybe you can turn those off manually. Maybe that was turned off. Either way, regardless, she was pulled over and it ended up going from her not having lights to her being intoxicated. I believe one of the other charges on there, and we're going to look at the charges together, was that she also had an open container in the vehicle, if I'm not mistaken. So, but again, I guess we'll learn more of the facts as we go along with the case. Let's see here, going down. What up, Alabama Mama 4? Good to see you. Oh, wait, why did I do a record scratch? Hold on. I want to do my air. Okay, because the air horn was next to it, and I said, don't press the air horn. Hold on, I will. Good to see you. Sorry, I'm still looking to see how I can lower these sound effects, but I do know the DJ air horn is one of the loudest, but it is one of my favorite ones. All right, let's see. Who else we got in the house? I'm just trying to see if we missed any other questions here. All right, so let's continue on with this report, trying to answer questions and go down the report. All right, looks like we got all the questions. Let's continue on with the report. So now we go to the suspect information. So we obviously see, again, public information, Michelle's name on here. So we know it is Michelle, was not anybody else. Let's see here. Let's go down. So it looks like here's going to be the DUI stop date and time. So this is where it gets to be exact. So this was on November the 22nd at 10:14 p.m. It says the traffic was light. Weather was clear. The lighting was darkness. 0 passengers. Implied consent, read, yes. Okay, so she did consent, it looks like, to a DUI test. Or what do they call it? Sorry, it's getting late for me. Not necessarily a DUI test. Whatever, the name. There's a name for it, but they're, the test that they give you, where you'll see where they wave the finger, touch your nose, type of deal stuff. So looks like she consented to that according to this. It looks like they did a blood test. Results are pending according to this paperwork. And that was submitted that evening. Let's see here. Here's the horizontal gaze. So this is just going kind of over the notes on the testing. Let's go down here to offense description, intoxicated impaired driver. Like I said, a lot of this has already been talked over, so I'm just trying to skim over this and just kind of go over any of the important stuff. It looks like, oh yeah, here. So we're continuing with the test. So there was, the first test was the horizontal gaze. Then there was one for the walk and turn, which it looks like, according to the notes, unable to complete due to medical condition and terrain. And then we had the one leg stand, which another note says unable to complete due to medical condition and terrain. Let's see here. There is a note for odor of an alcoholic beverage as far as the breath odor. Eye condition, bloodshot, watery, behavior, argumentative, combative, polite, and talkative. That's a pretty argumentative, combative, then turns around to polite and then talkative. General appearance, nothing unusual. Speech patterns, mumbled and slurred, are what is noted in his paperwork. Let's see here. Mr. Supreme Court. What up, Abe? No joke, huh, Alabama mama for. All right, let's see here. So, yada, yada, we know she was arrested. I'm just trying now to look at the charges. Here we go. Here's what I wanted to go over. So, here's the charges that Miss Sabate is being charged with, or what is she's facing on February 7th during her arraignment. So, we have one count of headlights on, or wait, excuse me, that's the charge description, but the charge code is a 40-8-20. Charge level is just a traffic charge. Let's see here. This is for the headlights. We've got another charge. This is 40-6-253. This is the open container in the vehicle charge. And then we've got the DUI, the 40-6-39-1. All right. Let's see here. So 3 charges she's being charged with, or she's facing. This is the vehicle description. It looks like she was in a Honda CRV, little SUV. Let's get to the report. All right. So I'm going to read this from start to finish. It's not very long. And that should be pretty much it on this incident report. And that's pretty much it. It's about 6 pages. Like I said, it just has the test information, her information, and then it's got the incident report, which we're going to read together. All right, so here we go. Take a little sip of my drink here, and a little toke of my little what are they? Damn, I'm having. I do need to get some sleep before tomorrow. My binky. There we go. All right, so here we go. Oh, hold on. I was going to take a little drag of the binky. I think that's because I'm holding that there. Sorry, I'm trying to learn how some of this background sound gets on here. Luckily, I can hear it because I got my headphones on too. So I apologize. Like I said, we're still learning how to use the effects board. But here we go. So initial observation and contact on 11/22/2023 at about 2022 14 hours. I was traveling on State Route 116 near Milepost 8 in Harris County, Georgia. I observed a white SUV traveling east on with no lights activated. So, all right, we are correct. So it was, what started the contact, or the stop, was because of the no lights. I activated my emergency equipment and conducted a traffic on a white Honda CRV bearing Georgia, blah, blah, blah. I then contacted the driver, white female Michelle Sabate, and advised her the reason for the stop. Ms. Sabate stated that the vehicle was a rental and she didn't know the lights were not on. While speaking to Ms. Sabate, I observed her speech was mumbled and slurred. I asked Ms. Sabate if she had anything alcoholic to drink, and she stated she had 2 glasses of plum wine while eating dinner in Columbus. Throughout the investigating, Ms. Sabate stated she had 5 drinks throughout the day. Ms. Sabate stated she started drinking at 1400 hours, which is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, on 11/22/2023. I asked Ms. Sabate to exit her vehicle and walk to the front of my patrol vehicle. Ms. Sabate had a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage coming from her mouth, and her eyes were glassy/watery and bloodshot. I asked Ms. Sabate if she would be willing to undergo testing to see if she was safe to drive, and she agreed. Next paragraph, standardized field sobriety exercises. There we go. That's the name for it. Field sobriety exercises were conducted on State Route 115. Terrain was on a hill which wouldn't allow for the walk and turn and one-leg stand test. Ms. Sabate also advised that she had a stroke that affects her balance. For clues and observations during field sobriety, please see DUI sections of this report. That's what we kind of looked at a little bit earlier. So they did the horizontal gaze. That's when they had the notes on the walk and turn, which was conducted because of her medical condition in the terrain. But in the horizontal gaze, it says, I observed 6 clues during this portion of the test. Walk and turn, I observed 0 clues because it wasn't conducted. Same thing with the one-leg stand. Portable breath test. I asked Ms. Sabate to provide a breath sample into a portable alcohol, or PBT, short for PBT. Ms. Sabate was instructed to give a breath sample into the PBT as if she were blowing up a party balloon. Ms. Sabate was able to provide a sample with a reading of 0.065 after 6 attempts. Note, throughout the investigating, Ms. Sabate stated she consumed alcoholic beverage at dinner and the Maple Mart before dinner. Ms. Sabate was also very aware of the time and stated that 1 ounce of alcohol dissipates in an hour and kept stating she is good now. All right, next paragraph. Arrest/search/implied consent Miranda warning notice. I advised Ms. Sabate that she was under arrest for DUI. I read the Georgia implied consent notice for suspects aged 21 years or over from the issued green card. After reading the notice to Ms. Sabate, she voluntarily agreed to the state test of her blood. She voluntarily agreed to the state test of her blood at 22:35 hours. All right. 10:35. State administered test. Ms. Sabate was transported to St. Francis Hotel in reference for the state test of her blood. Phlebotomist Monica Elliott collected 2 tubes of blood from Ms. Sabate at 23:31. I sealed both tubes with the provided equipment in the test kit provided. Disposition of arresting vehicle. So it looks like they drew the blood at about 11:31. So they had about an hour time from, looks like, when they arrested her from when the time they threw her, they collected her blood. Just, that's important to know. Disposition of arresting vehicle. I issued Ms. Sabate citations for DUI and her other violations. Ms. Sabate was transported to the Harris County Jail and was released to jail staff with no incident. Ms. Sabate's vehicle was released to Harris County Towing for safekeeping at the scene. This investigation was recorded on WatchGuard HD from car 816, blah, blah, blah. Now, for some of you that may ask, there was a request already put in for that body cam footage, and unfortunately, it was denied until the pretty much investigation or this hearing is over. Once it is available, this channel will be requesting that again. But for some of you that may be asking, we did request, but we did get it denied, and that was the reasoning. All right, so I apologize if there's any other questions. DragonCon says, isn't this a chick who? Yes, that is correct. This is one of Ski's many friends that he befriended during his kind of stint in the drama community. back before the jail stunt. Allison, hey, good to see you. Well, I'm glad you found this interesting, and this was just a refresher as far as the case that we're actually going to be bringing you live this Wednesday. I'm going to be taking off to Georgia tomorrow morning. I'm going to be driving for 2 days straight and arriving for the morning hearing of Michelle Sabate at the Hamilton Courthouse, or Harrison County Courthouse in Hamilton, Georgia. Excuse me. There you go. Let me go to the top to see if there are any other questions. I hope that Alabama Mama Ford says, I hope the judicial system is better in Georgia than Alabama. In Alabama, she would have praised and she would be praised and let go home with a small fine. I say trafficking charges drop what he fined. It's gross. Oh, that's a bummer. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, our state's got a problem too with repeat DUI offenders. It's crazy. I just don't. I mean, it's some of them. It's just beyond believable that some of them haven't killed or hurt anybody. But yeah, according to the information that I received, this would be the second DUI that she's facing. She's been convicted of one in the state of Georgia, and would be the fifth DUI total that she has on her record. Period. If she is convicted of this one, so I guess she would have four. One in Georgia, 3 in other states, and then if she's convicted of this DUI, it would make it 2 in Georgia and a total of 5. So it is obvious that this person has a problem, and is most likely why the if the MAD group is going to be down there, which for some of you that may not know, MAD stands for Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. They have chapters in pretty much every state, I would imagine. And it was my understanding that they might be down there for that case and hearing. They usually like to go down to put out information. They may be doing a silent protest. I'm not sure what they're going to be doing. That's kind of why I'm going down there, so that I can provide you guys with the footage of, before the case goes on, and anything that I'm able to get during the case and after. So, like I said, I will do my best to provide you as much footage as I can. Not our first rodeo for many of you that have been following this channel since the inception of it, or at least to when we switched into the court channel or court coverage channel from the clipping channel times. You know that we've gone to now, let's see, 1, 2, 3. This would now be our 4th live coverage. So again, not our first rodeo, but definitely there's things you can prepare for. But again, like I said before, a lot of times there's things you can't prepare for. It's just how it goes, Let's see here. So just be patient with me for a second. What I'm going to do is just go ahead and pull up the docket information for you guys, so that I can verify with you Wednesday's court date and time. And then I think I'll take some more questions. And then I'm going to probably call it a night. Like I said, I got to just finish packing a bit. I got everything ready to go. I just got to stuff it in bags. And then I'm going to be heading out super early tomorrow morning. And like I said, pretty much splitting my driving time between 2 days. I plan on getting to Georgia on Tuesday evening or afternoon, and then I'll be ready for the Wednesday morning hearing on, I believe, let's double check. That's what we're going to look at next. So give me a minute or two, and we'll go ahead and pull this info up for you. Yeah, Sunshinery, I agree. I mean, it should be interesting in the fact too that it's there's going to be other creators possibly there. Let's see here. It's going to be our first DUI hearing as far as covering with all the individuals we've covered. Let's see. We've covered some cyber internet, some cyber crime stuff, internet harassment stuff. We've covered battery related charges, assault related charges. That was with Ski Mask and with Sunny IRL. Let's see. We've got with Trina Golden, somebody that's facing, a charge of distribution of drugs leading to a death. Um, that's going to be very serious. So yes, this would be the first DUI hearing that this channel is covering. Oh, and I was thinking Control was an traffic accident that had to do with her being on a communication device, but that one was very serious because of the people that were injured. But yeah, this would be our first DUI hearing and our first hearing of the year as far as live court coverage. So I'm excited for it, and I hope you guys are. Black Widow channel says, I'm thinking you are not the one she needs to be worried about being there. Absolutely not, Black Widow channel. You got that right. I mean, like I said, I'm just there to report on the news, I'm not sure what, these other, like I said, I'm, just most recently, I've kind of been, listening a little bit as far as what's been going on in the drama community as we're getting closer to Michelle's date. But, I'm not sure, these other creators that are going down as in protest, for coverage, curiosity. I mean, like I said, everybody has the right to be there. It's a public hearing. Anybody can walk in there and sit down as long as they got space and room for you and listen as far as what's going to go on that day. But as far as my intentions, it's been the same as my intentions have been on every other court case I've been to, which is just to record and to broadcast. That's it. You got it, Sunshine. Oh, well, you know what? That's why I've now started. And then shout out to you guys for that awesome birthday present. And that was that GoPro, because what I do now is my new setup is I will have my phone pretty much like my IRL setup with the phone, and that's what I use for recording. It's got a pretty decent camera, this S23 or S22, excuse me. Or I don't know. It's not the brand newest one that I think just came out. I think that's the S24. So I have the S23, the one that came out last year, and it's done good as far as the recording. I do attach an HD mic onto that to help with the audio recording, which has helped. And then now what I do is I also hook up my GoPro to me, and that's kind of like my backup camera. That's also kind of like my security camera. So I always have that on as soon as I leave my vehicle, just kind of for my own protection. It's recording even if I don't have my IRL camera streaming. And as a matter of fact, that's what actually, when we went and did the Sunny IRL coverage down in Houston, Texas, he did a pretty good job of not making sure he was on camera. But because I had the GoPro recording and it was just mounted on my little man bag, it actually, while we were going through the security checkpoint, unbeknownst to me, I didn't know he was right next to me going through the checkpoint until I actually reviewed the footage from my GoPro. But believe it or not, the GoPro ended up being what caught some of the only footage of Sunny IRL for his court case that day. You know what I mean? And that was really cool. Like I said, I didn't even know he was there next to me, literally right next to me going through the checkpoint. And what caught that again was that GoPro. So that's kind of my setup now going forth. That's kind of something I've learned to do, is just have a backup, because you never know. I might have forgot to hit record on the other one. So I'd hate to make a trip all the way down there and, think I recorded the whole hearing to find out I didn't record a single thing of it. Oh my gosh. Risa, I can see you. I don't know if you're asking to me. Oh, I think you guys are talking about somebody else. My bad. Draconian says, these channels have reported on her for a long time. They have done more reporting on her than anyone. Do you not think they should go? Oh, they absolutely should. But see, here's my thing, though, is are they going for court news reporting, or are they going just to report on drama? I do the court reporting. Like I said, I don't care who goes. None of my business. All I'm saying is I just don't know what the intentions of whoever else is going. I'm just giving you what my intentions are. And I will disagree with you a little bit on that, though, Dragoconian. I think a lot of those, and I'm not saying the people that are going there, but I know some of the channels, I wouldn't call it reporting necessarily as far as what they do with Michelle. I call it just more of a shit show and a drama fest. But again, that's just my personal opinion. I don't call it reporting. Reporting is a little bit different. All right. So, oh yeah, let's look up the court date and time. Excuse me, and then we're gonna call it a show, ladies and gentlemen, because I got to get a little sleep before tomorrow's drive. And like I said, I just got to do. I'm almost done with my packing. That's not gonna take too long. All right. So let's go to the. There we go. Just give me a minute. I'm already on the website. I'll get this queued up for you in 1 second so we can take a look at this all together. Want no whips and chains. Now got us that song. Is that how it goes? I don't even know. I'm always really bad at just thinking the song goes one way and I sing it the complete opposite. All right. I think, oh yeah, no, I have to change the date for the 7th search. That's what I did last time to me. There we go. Found it. Jeez. I don't know why it took me a second. All right. So let me share this screen with you. All right. There we go. So this is from the Georgia Probate Records website. Again, you can pull this up. This is all public records if you want to fact check me. But when we go to that website, you will see where there's the 3 offenses or citations that we just went over on the incident report. One is for DUI, 3rd offense in 10 years. Interesting. I don't know if that's just how it's labeled there. DUI, 3rd offense in 10 years. Headlights on sunset / sunrise and in rain, which is the no headlights. An open container violation. So DUI, no headlights, and an open container. Those are the 3 that she is facing. And this is slated for 9 o'clock a.m. February 7th, ladies and gentlemen. Again, that will be at the Harrison County Courthouse in Hamilton, Georgia. NJ Courts Draconian is the name of my channel. I know who you are too. It's funny. Anyways, you're trying to troll, but you're trying to be smart about it by asking questions and you're trolling, but you're not very smart. I know exactly who you are. But good try though. I appreciate it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to just make this easy for you. Actually, no, we'll keep you around. I'd hate for you to just make up another name. That'll take too much time. So you can hang out for a bit. But anyways, let's see here. Yeah, I know, Allison. Those are some hefty fines. I agree with you. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Black Widow channel. Because obviously it's not, when people read that, be like, oh, no, that means it's her 3rd offense intent. No, it's not. no. We already know it's her second offense in the state of Georgia. She's facing. She's got one that she's been charged with. She's facing a second one. She hasn't been charged with it yet. No, you're not bothering. Nobody ever bothers me. But like I said, I usually I don't mind answering questions, but your privileges are done because your questions I know are now just being like I said, you're trolling, but you're not that great. But you don't bother, man. That's like I said, you can hang out. If you're bothering me, I would have just kicked you. But you can hang. You can hang with the dang-a-lang. All right, y'all. Let's see here. Let's call it a night. I am tired. I appreciate all y'all spending your time with me. Let's see. It's 10:35 my time, which makes it, let's see. Ooh, it's already Monday for my friends on the East Coast. So I appreciate all you on the East Coast for hanging out with me. I know it was a late one. All my people on the West Coast, just about 9:30 your time, not too late. For us in the middle, yeah, about time to get some bed. You got shit to do mañana, like me. So I'm going to go to bed here pretty soon. Like I said, just got a little bit packing to be done. I will be headed off to Georgia. I will probably touch base with everybody tomorrow night, maybe during the day. We'll see how it goes. If I take a rest stop at this cool place, I'd like to show some of you guys, especially my homies. I'll definitely do a little IRL streaming on a little rest break. But otherwise, most likely, as soon as I have found a spot for the night to park the car, I will fire up the laptop and, just do kind of a little short, hey, give you a little update as far as where I'm at and let you guys know I'm doing all right. So Road to Georgia begins tomorrow, officially started tonight. And I want to say a big thank you to everybody that came out this evening for the stream. I want to say a huge thank you to Mary T tonight for that $20 donation. Much appreciated. I want to say a big thank you to all the supporters, members of the jury, all the supporters all month, last month, all this month that have helped support this channel, whether it's just through your membership as a member of the jury, whether it's as a donation going for this road trip, whether it's been a donation that just went for one of our other previous court hearings, whether it was last year, doesn't matter. All right. Just being here in chat is showing support. All your support is appreciated. All right. There's much love. So again, thank you guys for taking the time out of your Sunday night to hang out here at the NJ Courts TV show. It should be an exciting one. So 2 days of IRL streaming if I have the chance. And then we'll get the court coverage starting Wednesday morning. All right. Probably do something exciting Tuesday night, like a live stream from the courthouse. Who knows? But Wednesday morning, we will be there, my friends. And it will be the first live coverage of the year. And I think this will mark either number 5 or 4 as far as our live. I think it's number 5, if I'm not mistaken. Live coverage hearings brought to you by the NJ Courts TV station and your host, NJ Courts in the house. All right, y'all. Well, I had to have a little bit of fun with the effects board, and it's also a good way to keep you guys up. If you don't mind, if you've enjoyed the show tonight on your way out, if you don't mind slapping that thumbs up, I'd appreciate that. That helps a lot. Let's see here. If you have any questions, if I wasn't able to answer them through chat, please feel free to hit me up through the IGs. I know this last couple of weeks, I've kind of been out of touch a bit. I did a lot of kind of time off social media to do a lot of just self-meditation, which I highly encourage any of you to do. If you ever kind of find yourself, just kind of doesn't have to do even anything with the internet. In my case, I took a time off social media just because, it gets a little bit toxic every once in a while, and it's good just to kind of get out. And for me, it was going out and enjoy nature. Could be different what you guys do, but either way, I highly suggest if you ever get there, whether it's from social media, whether it's just from work, stress from raising kids, whatever it is, if you have a stressful week, stressful month, take some time for yourself, go clear your head, and that way, when you get back, you're able to go. Because if you're not in the right state of mind to do anything, then you're not going to be able to accomplish shit. And if there's people, for example, you're in charge of your family, right? You can't take care of your family if you're not in shape. If you're not there rightfully, mindfully, physically, spiritually, whatever it is. So remember, you got to take care of yourself every once in a while. So nothing wrong with that. All right. Thank you, Hippie Music Girl. I appreciate that. Black Widow channel, I want to say a huge thank you to you and all your support. If you guys have not checked out the Black Widow channel, please do so. Congratulations, Black Widow channel, on getting very close to hitting your goal on your channel hours. And I hope you hit that very soon, my friend. Allison, I hope you have a wonderful night. Hippie Music Girl, thank you so much. Have a girl night. Draconian, hey, I appreciate all the trolling questions. You didn't bother me. I hope you even have a good night, all right? Maybe we'll see you this week. Let's see here. Sunshinery, you have a good night. Alabama Mama 4, thank you for joining us this evening. Candy Kiss 33, you have a wonderful evening, my friend. Risa, have a good night, my friend. Thank you for making it out. Let's see here. Super Roofer, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day, my friend, and being here, and I appreciate all your help and support as a mod. Father Ruff, I don't know if you're still in the house, but if you are, thank you for being here in chat. And if I forgot to shout you out, oh, Mary T, thank you for being here, and thank you so much for your support. Let's see here. Curvaceous XOXO, thank you for being here in chat and for all your support. Daisy, thank you for being here in chat. Callie Babe, thank you for being here. All right. Oh, I think we had Tommy Temper was here earlier. Tommy, if I missed you, if you're still here, welcome. Good to see you. I was actually checking out your show a little bit the last few days. Been covering the what is it? The Texas, the convoy to Texas, excuse me. And I had a lot of people actually inquiring if I was maybe going to cover some of that since I'm going to be going through the state of Texas. Not on the way there. On the way back, there could be the possibility of stopping in Texas and doing some coverage there at the border. If anything's still going on my way back. There's also a possibility of, like I said, doing a coverage in some of the other states. We're going to be coming back and going through the state of Louisiana. Maybe go stop by New Orleans, pretty fun city. Maybe do some IRL, say hi. But either way, that'll be on the way back. Like I said, we're going to have 2 days to get there, take care of business, and then on the way back, we can maybe do some few different things. But yeah, I've been checking that out on your show. Thank you for that coverage. All right, everybody. I'm going to call it a wonderful evening. As a matter of fact, I got to do it this way.
I want to say you guys have a good night. Just kidding.
Don't forget to keep your head on a swivel. Check your 6. Don't forget to love somebody. And we'll see you on the next one, all right? I love you guys. Take care. Have a good night. We'll see you mañana. NJ Courts is officially...
Oh.